Y'all got a drink. Okay, I said y'all got a drink. So the bar is closing. If y'all want to, we're going to head up to the front. See, I can grab people. Hey, Callie. So, yes, come on. The bar is closed as of now. Oh, Cheryl, she can get one drink. Okay, so water is over on that side. Ice, okay. So the bar is closed. Hello, hello. We're starting, so we closed the pizza. If you want food and pizza, you should have been here an hour earlier. So let's come on up here. So, I know. Hello. We're going to go ahead and start. Did we get the photo? Okay. Hey, everybody. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. For you behind that I can't see, come up this way. I know it's a full house. How many do we have tonight, John? John, how many have checked in? Huh? 254. Okay. How many of you RSVP'd? Probably a lot of you didn't RSVP, which is why we ran out of food. And I think we have enough drinks, but what we do, hello. I'm just going to breathe for a minute. 250. It is hot. Yes, it is hot. So come up. There's a lot of room up here if anybody wants to come up this way. Okay. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Cherie, and I am the co-founder of this large and amazing community. Thank you for being here. Yes. And are y'all excited to pitch? 254 is like even more than. So I am joined tonight by my original co-founder, my husband of 40 years. And yes, we have not pivoted yet. So if you're here tonight helping in any way, and I have a lot, and I am not going to remember everybody's name. If you're helping tonight, raise your hand, nice and high. Okay, so I know I have Ryan, our event organizer. I have Mackenzie and Eric over there in check-in. I always have Rafaela over in the kitchen, plus she has help tonight. And Nick, Daniel, and David are here with Fiesta Connect. And if I missed anybody's name, I'm sorry. But I really appreciate those who are helping. One of the ways that you can help is I look around and I see lots of empty cups and plates. Please just take that to the trash. That helps us out so much. Yeah, I really don't like cleaning up. My kids have grown and left the house. So anyway, so if you're new tonight to Fiesta, Fiesta stands for Founders, Investors, Entrepreneurs, Startups, Techies, Austin Newcomers, and Adventurers. And the reason I say adventurers is that there's so many people floating between ecosystems these days, from New York, San Francisco. If you've come from one of those places or you're here just for the pizza, how many of you are, hello, in the back? Shh. It's hard for those up here to hear. But you're in the right place. If you would have told me 4 years ago that I'd end up hosting over 70 events, I'd have said you were crazy. 4 years ago, just after COVID, what I did was I invited folks that had moved to Austin that I had met on Lunch Club to meet me over at Easy Tiger. And that was the beginning of Fiesta. One of the things I was reflecting on is that oftentimes things happen for a reason. We were doing a startup that didn't work because of COVID, but had that worked, we wouldn't have Fiesta. And because of Fiesta, the other thing I realized was we have event magic, because we experienced the pain point of people RSVPing for the events and not showing up, and people showing up at the event who hadn't RSVP'd. And sponsors want to know, who was at your event? So that's why Event Magic was created. So all things happen for a reason. Time flies when you're having fun and building something that's meaningful. And I'm definitely honored to be able to lead this. We're not your typical networking event. We're here for connections that turn into opportunities and friendships and even funding. And always a little bit of magic. And I have Melissa here, who's a friend as well as a founder, who's going to share a story that really touched my heart this month over at Founders, which is our women's event. So come tell us.
Thank you, Cherie. So I was on a call this week with some female founders, and one of the founders asked, is networking a nice to do or a must do? And I'm a firm believer that it's essential. And if it wasn't for organizations like F.I.E.S.T.A, it wouldn't be an option for us. And for me personally, like I don't think I've told you this, but my very first customer I was connected with through F.I.E.S.T.A, and has now boosted our company into being a bootstrapping, cash flow positive company. And it all started with the connection I made at F.I.E.S.T.A. So the story that Cherie was referring to is I helped facilitate one of the female founder groups through the F.I.E.S.T.A Founders event. And back in October, I was facilitating a group, and at the end of the sessions, we ask each founder, what ask do you have for this group? And at the end of the event, you stand up in front of everybody and you introduce each founder and you say what their ask is. Well, this one female founder, not going to say who because she's pitching tonight, so it'll be a mystery. Her ask was she had launched a product that year and she was starting to fundraise, and she was new to this. She'd never done it before, and so her ask was just some support to help her with fundraising. Well, I happened to have her in my group this last month. So that was her first time going was back in October. She happened to be in my group again this last month, and she announced to everyone that from that ask, she was connected and just made her first raise of $1.5 million. That's the power of coming to these networking events, showing up, asking, and what's really important too is to follow up. Like for those of you who do have an ask or who have a give, make sure you follow up because that's just as important.
And I'm going to share. It's our first pitch presenter, Sarah, over here. So you'll hear from her really shortly. But as Melissa said, it's a great reminder of the importance of showing up, asking, giving, and getting involved. So as the heart of F.I.E.S.T.A startup community, we exist to elevate the founders. And we do that by giving founders an opportunity to pitch twice a year. And also, once you've pitched, we then can tell your founder's story in our newsletter. In fact, Sarah's story was in the newsletter, I think, last month. But we're all about elevating because our newsletter goes out to 7,712 folks, and we have a 50% open rate. So people are looking at it. I don't know how many are reading it, but it's a lot of people opening it. Anyway, we also are helping connect you to the various communities. If you're international, we will kind of direct you to the International Accelerator. If you're a CPG company, there's Jack back there with the International Accelerator. If you're a CPG company, we tell you about Mark's events. And we want you to find the community and the tribes that are going to help you thrive. It's not just about showing up here at F.I.E.S.T.A. This is a great event. It has an incredible vibe, and you will find so many people willing to help. In Austin, there's something for everyone, and that's what's so exciting. So I'm always curious to find out how many of you are visiting F.I.E.S.T.A for the first time. Raise your hand nice and high. Nice and high, because we take a photo. Take a photo, Stella. Okay. So you're in the boat with about 50% of you are visiting for the first time, and that's every single month. It just surprises me. I don't know why. But we're glad you're here, and for those that come back each month, we're glad you're here. It's always nice to see those familiar faces in the audience, whether it's your second time here or your 40th. I think Eric has been here the longest. I mean, you started with us back in the beginning, which was in July of 2021. So just so you know, bathrooms are out the back glass door to your right past the elevators. And how many of you parked in the hotel parking? Raise your hand, nice and high, pay attention. If you didn't get one of these slips, be sure to go to the check-in table. John is holding them up over there, and get that. It's $8, or it can be $20+, your choice. But catch, you have to be out of the garage by 10 o'clock. Okay, so for those of you who are going to the after party, make sure you're back at your car and out of the garage by 10 in order to get the savings. So I also like to always ask, how many of you are new to this vibrant Austin city? Raise your hand nice and high. If you've been here 1 year or less, keep your hand up high. Raise your hand. 1 year. How about 6 months? 6 months? How about 3 months? Keep your hand up if you've been here 3 months or less. Okay, how about a week? Who's been here for 1 week? You guys have been here for 1 week? Where are y'all from? Are y'all moving here? Or? Nice, you're part of the migration. Yes, thanks. I'd be coming here too. So anyway, and I know we have somebody from Australia that just moved here. Over here, okay. I think there's somebody else from Australia. Okay, visiting from Australia over here. So you never know who you're gonna meet. Like right here, raise your hand, visiting. Yep, okay. So y'all talk to each other. Yeah. So if you're new to Austin, you now know that tacos are okay for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And let me welcome y'all. So thanks for being here. Think of Austin as your launch pad for real connections, trusted resources, and community that has your back. And we do have your back. You'll find the community calendar. You'll find on the F.I.E.S.T.A.community webpage. Next slide. Yes, thank you. Past newsletters. But more importantly, tonight's event will be underneath past events. If you go to resources, you'll find all the photos that Stella's taking and videos. And we also put the slide deck up there because many people say, you have so many QR codes. Well, you can go back and look if you missed something. We're not stopping here at F.I.E.S.T.A.community. We now have launched F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect. And the cool thing about F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect is I think we just passed 800. 800. And we just launched that in March, I think. And we really haven't put a lot of information out there about F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect. But we're replacing it with Slack with F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect. And it's giving us a global footprint, as well as this is going to be our path to monetization. We've been doing this for 4 years and have not figured out the monetization thing because we've been giving. And now we see the value that we've added. So that's what we're going to be doing. But more importantly, if you go on to F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect, they have an incredible library of resources, and we're going to keep adding to that. I think there's over 100 videos. There's going to be Ask Me Anything, mentor sessions, and much, much more. So no matter where you are, if you're wanting to grow your startup, scan the QR code and go out to F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect. I have Nick, David, and Daniel. I see Nick over there, and David, and I saw Daniel earlier. Right there, okay. So talk to them about F.I.E.S.T.A. Connect. So typically we don't meet in July. The last 2 years we haven't, but we are gonna meet on July 15th. We're celebrating 4 years, and we'd love for you to be here to join in the celebration if you're in town. I figured everybody wants to get into air conditioning, although when you have 250 people, it's kind of warm. So let's see, what's after this? The next slide is, yes, volunteers. If you have extra time and you want to be part of this amazing community, we are always looking for volunteers, so please scan the QR code up there. Or find Ryan. Yes, I was going to say that. I want to thank Capital Factory. They are the center of gravity for startup founders, kind of the meeting place for the tech community. And it's hard to believe that this is our 43rd event, F.I.E.S.T.A. event here at Capital Factory. I kind of like consistency. What a gift, thank you. I have Aaron over here. We're grateful for their support and everything that they do. If you have any questions, see Aaron. He's always happy to chat. Aaron's right here in the black, okay? A huge thank you to our media team. I have Teo with Teo. Teo is right there. He has a video camera, and then I have Stella. And the beautiful thing about what they do is they provide videos for the founders who are pitching this evening. It's great assets, but it's so fun to go back and look at the photos and see everybody with big smiles and interacting with each other. I love looking at the assets you provide. And they will be on our newsletter in the next newsletter that goes out on Tuesday. So for sure they'll be there. If you want to sneak, Stella usually puts her photos up like within a day or two, and that's on the Fiesta website, fiesta.community. A huge thank you to Retail Therapy in the back. How many of y'all have enjoyed the cocktails this evening? Yes, let's give them a clap. You know what they like better than claps? Tips, yes. Be sure to tip them. There's Blake back there. But the cool thing about Retail Therapy, they have partnered with us, and after we end here, because so many people hang out in the lobby, which you're not going to be able to do tonight because there's a bunch of tables, head over to Retail Therapy. They're right across the street. If you scan that QR code, it's the map, and it's literally on the corner of 7th and Brazos. You're going to go out that door to your right, where the elevators are, turn right, go down the stairs, and you're there. So that's the directions for that. We are always looking for sponsors to fuel Fiesta, to feed more people, and to be eternally grateful for. So if you are interested in getting in front of a crowd this large and having publicity, we are the people to talk to. So now it's time to meet this month's funder. We have a VC Scout ready to kind of pull back the curtain on what VC Scouts do. And they're kind of like the secret squirrel in events like this, kind of seeing who the founders are. But tonight I have Ellen, and she is a dedicated yoga practitioner for 20 years. Okay, right there, good. I was looking for you. And is now a certified teacher. She guides others to connect with mind and body, bringing true mindfulness from the mat into the work in life. And she's a VC Scout with 3 Taos Consulting. Come tell us more about what VC Scouts really do.
Hello, everyone. Let me shine the light on your next big opportunity, which is fitting because my name in Greek means light. Lighting the spark for startup success, Ellen Damaso, with my background in engineering focused on systems engineering and technical sales and marketing, I've had the ability to work the entire life cycle of product development, from the beginning phases of product definition all the way to keeping a product lasting 20 years beyond its initial product deadline. With that background, I've been able to understand what it takes for funders to bring a product from innovation into a market. I understand how tough it is for founders to find not only funding, but also the right partnerships that understand both technical and business challenges throughout the process. My approach is to build genuine relationships and share insights. With my LinkedIn newsletter and one-on-one connections, investors and founders know they can count on me for trusted partnerships to help build relationships, to understand real-world perspectives and insights. I measure my success by the quality of the matches I create, both from the funding perspective as well as what the future holds in bringing your vision all the way through as a startup founder. My network isn't just for VCs and investors. Other industries regularly contact me for my network pipeline and investors because they know I have high quality partnerships and connections that help through fundraising, partnerships, and growth. They know that my structured, transparent method will bring them quality relationships and relevant and intentional and impactful connections. Thank you, and I'm Ellen Damaso.
Thank you, Ellen, for being here. So if you have any questions, see Ellen afterwards. Next, you might have noticed all of this going on over here. If you're a regular at Fiesta, we typically don't have all of this, but we're excited this evening to partner with Better Way. They are making healthcare simple and more accessible with fingertip blood tests. Just a quick sample and a few drops, you will get the results within 24 hours. So how many of you have the blue finger? Raise your hand if you've, okay, that means we've already given a sample and have joined these people over here. So your health is your greatest asset, and we know that as a founder, many of you don't have health care, so they're providing affordable options for you. Stop by their table tonight to learn more and use the discount of $25, F.I.E.S.T.A. Off of any testing that you do. So since you're here, we're making it easy. If you scan that QR code on the thing, right there or over there, choose the test you want, use code F.I.E.S.T.A. 25 at checkout, choose your location, and you can choose Fiesta tonight, or they have locations at H-E-B's and People's. You can go there, and this offer is good till the end of July. Pay online and present your code, and yeah, it's that easy. But I'm excited to introduce Eric Olson, the founder and CEO of Babson Diagnostics, the company behind Better Way, which is brilliant. Eric has 20 years of experience in diagnostics and has called Austin home since 2017. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, Sherry. So I relocated from New York to Austin 8 years ago with the purpose of founding Babson Diagnostics. So I'm, like many of you, in the founder's shoes and know what running a company is about. The premise that we had was to make blood testing more convenient and pleasant. And if you've had an opportunity to try how we do fingertip blood testing and offer it at more convenient locations, you'll see that the entire process, from how you order it to how you get the blood collected to how you get the report after you get the test, is completely different. It couldn't be more different from the way that conventional labs treat people. To get to this point, as a company, we closed 6 different financing rounds. We raised more than $75 million. And with the help of this amazing team, with some of the smartest and kindest people that I know, we were able to launch dozens of products. We've gotten 2 FDA clearances. We've run more than 40 clinical studies. And now we've deployed collection sites across stores in Austin. We now have as many collection sites in the public as Quest and LabCorp combined. I know personally that being a founder can take an enormous toll on your mental health, your physical health. It is taxing. Venture capitalists are bad for your health. The FDA is bad for your health. It's an extraordinary commitment that it doesn't just weigh on you as a founder, but also your relationships and everybody around you. So one of the reasons I came to Austin was we chose the city over lots of other cities around the country to relocate the company to, based on the entrepreneurial environment. So based on the energy that we see here, the creativity and the passion that we see here. And it was clear from the moment that I got here during Startup Week in 2016 that this place was different. And this place is still different. This is a place where founders care about one another. Founders are not out to kill one another in competition. Founders are here to support one another. So that's something that I could not have succeeded without, and it's something that I would love to offer back. So any of the founders here, if you need to take better care of your health, please take the opportunity to do so. If you would like to talk later and share notes about being a founder in this town, would love to connect. I'm proud to have only gone to the emergency room once as a result of founder-related health conditions. And I think that's a pretty good score for 8 years in the founder business. But please take good care of yourselves. It's a serious business out there, and it's hard work. So we all respect that. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks so much for being here. And we're going to actually be telling your story in next week's Fiesta Focus newsletter, so you can learn more about Eric. And I find it an inspiring story from a founder who's been there, done that. So if you're here this evening as a funder or an investor, we'd love for you to join us at a future Fiesta. Scan the QR code and come share about your fund with our community. On July 1st, our founders group is doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a walk and talk, kind of connection emotion. So if you're a female founder and or a female in general would like to come join us, information is there. Also, it's on the Fiesta calendar. And it is pitch time. We have 9 brave, hardworking founders are about to squeeze all their hopes, dreams, and sprinkles of magic in 1 minute, right, Ryan? So if you have any questions about pitching, Ryan is your gal. Also, if you have any questions about helping, she's your gal. So take it away.
Just any questions in general, come talk to me. Okay, so a few things. I'm gonna have my presenters come on stage. They'll get 60 seconds to present their pitch. You'll see an icon on the left, if you're looking this way on the screen. It's gonna go from green, yellow to red, then you'll see the clapping icon. So if they're not off stage, we have to clap them off stage, and I give you permission to do so because I will lead the charge in that. Other things, we need to be out by 8:30, and a couple of you regulars, you know I'll circle you like a shark, so I will have to shoo you out a little bit, all right? So just please give them your full attention. They worked hard on this, they practiced this, and this is kind of like all their blood, sweat, and tears, okay? Great, love it. Okay, first up, we have Sarah Hampton. She's the founder of F.I.E.S.T.A, and I just want everyone to take a moment. If you were to think about what qualifies as a considerable amount of dogs, what number comes to mind? If you guessed 13, that's a typical Tuesday for Sarah. She owned 13 at once.
Hey guys. Hi. Hey John, can I get like 10 extra seconds before the pitch starts? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All I wanted to say was I just really appreciate Cherie, John, just building this community. I don't think I would be where I am today without it. And I saw a ton of people raise their hands as being the first time in this room. And I was in this room for the first time less than a year ago and completely overwhelmed. I've never been a founder before, didn't even think I was going to do this in my life, but here I am. I did get funded. Thank you for the stories. And I'm super grateful for Fiesta, and I see a ton of women in the front row. We need more of you. And so please join the founders, because that's ultimately where I got the connections that ended where I am at today. So thank you so much, Cherie and team. All right, you can count me down. All right, I'm Sarah Hampton. I'm the co-founder and CTO of F.I.E.S.T.A. I spent 12 years of my career in cybersecurity and compliance has been the worst part of my career. For example, as a security engineer, it could take me 2 hours to implement a security control for an audit, but in compliance, that same control would take me 2 weeks to prove that it even existed. Compliance teams are right now reading very, very boring documentation, hundreds of pages, putting that into documentation as spreadsheets, and then extracting data from screenshots. And that is the process today. So that's why we built ROS. ROS automates the most painful parts of AI, or painful parts of compliance. ROS will use AI to understand your documentation, cross-compare that to your policies and procedures, and ultimately pull that back to controls what customers and auditors expect and need. So, well, thank you. Oh. Thank you.
It does go fast. It goes by very fast. This is no easy feat, okay? All right, so next we have John Snyder. He's the founder of F.I.E.S.T.A. Thanks to his beautiful wife, his kids all actually speak fluent Ukrainian, and NASA alerts are basically family events in their household. They geek out over space missions.
Thank you. All right. All right. So hi, I'm John. I'm the founder of F.I.E.S.T.A. So have you ever been really ticked off at something you saw on the internet and then later on discovered that it was totally fake? Yes. Like most people, yeah, I'm in that crowd. So welcome to F.I.E.S.T.A, where you can tag truth to post. You can work alone or you can work in groups to actually source and cite the internet. We do this through tools that allow you to verify and validate information and then tag it together or with AI. And when you do it with AI, you can actually verify the accuracy of the AI to provide even more transparency. Ooh, sorry. You gotta take a breather there. So our goal is to make people first tech. We do this through a patent-pending bot detection algorithm that can not only detect bots, but also verify that audio, video, and images have come from the real world. We just hit our first MVP last week, and we're seeking $300,000 to launch our first marketing campaign. So that's F.I.E.S.T.A.com, F-A-C-T-I-I.com.
What are you drinking?
Liquid confidence, that's what he's drinking. Okay, next we have Emily Kahn. She's the founder of Myco Legacy, Inc. She actually sailed the world at 19 along with 500 students. Actually it was just a semester at sea, for a whole semester. And now she's a proud proud mom of 2 teenage boys. She has a 20-year soccer career under her belt, and she's passionate about she's a passionate artist, dancer, and musician. Sorry. So sorry, but you'll remember this one.
Hi, I'm Emily Kahn, the Mushroom Lady. I'm building Myco Legacy, where we're growing premium leather alternatives from mycelium, the root structure of mushrooms. No animals, no plastic, just soft, strong, sustainable material for fashion and upholstery. We're raising $1.5 million at a $6 million pre-money valuation to build out our kick-ass Austin pilot production facility here and deliver our MVP. We have prototypes. We're getting feedback, and we're expecting letters of intent next month. Our patent pending process is more scalable than competitors. It's going to be done faster. It's going to be done stronger. It's going to have lower emissions, and it grows and is going to be produced in less than 60 days. We sell B2B by the square foot. We're going to exit with an acquisition, 10 to 20x return. Come talk to me, the Mushroom Lady. Woo!
I told you you'd remember it. Okay. You didn't need me for that one. So next we have Ian Sebastian. He is the founder of Hydrant Waters, Inc. He is also an artist, a writer, a reader, a traveler, and he once planned a trip to the Andes just to have an Andes mint in the Andes Mountain. It's pretty cool.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for everyone to F.I.E.S.T.A, or everyone with F.I.E.S.T.A, for letting me speak here today and pitch. So, how many of you believe that that we would give back more to people and our planet if it was as simple as buying cans of water? Right? That's the problem that we're looking to solve with Hydrant Waters. With that, we've started with 3 different waters, each contributing to different causes, and with contributions built into every can. We believe that with our, sorry, I'm botching this. We believe that with our impact aligned partners, our suppliers, and a growing support team, that we're running out of time. And, you know, we're, man, I lost. $250K to get us to saturate the Austin market, or $500,000 if you want to flood it.
All right, you guys can always talk to him afterwards as well. Don't worry. Like, we can sometimes just have a more intimate conversation. Next up is Nupur Gupta. She is the founder of Sparkstorm AI. She actually likes to dance, go to stand-up comedy, and she would actually love to perform someday. Here's her stage, if you want to give us a show.
Good evening, Fiesta. I am founder of Sparkstorm AI and with extensive experience in interactive intelligence. Last year, I flew to India. As soon as I heard my father was in critical condition, my mom handed me papers of medical records, multiple bags. Emergency, doctor is asking me, can we scan his brain? Can we put the iodine in the dye? Do you know what procedure when they had a health surgery in the US, what dye did they use? I didn't know. That moment, we lost him. That moment replayed in my head for months. So that sparked an interest in me to build a personal health passport, MediWallet. MediWallet has been accepted in Amazon and Google Cloud startup programs. Yay. We are seeking $1.6 million to launch in phased approach globally. And I want to bring it up that fragmented health records cause $30 million of losses in US alone and third leading cause of death. Apple Health and MyChart exist, but it has its own constraints. So come join us. Thank you.
Next, we have Larry Combs. He is the founder of Wealthy.Wise, and his first time trying to surf, he accidentally entered himself into a Hawaiian surf contest. He came in last and only found out when he came back to shore. So, pretty interesting.
Thank you. That's a true story. It's good to pitch in front of a small, intimate group like this, so thank you, guys. Does anyone here have a credit card or know someone with a credit card? Because there's $18.2 trillion of U.S. credit debt, and we're here to help solve that. My name is Larry Combs. I am a co-founder of Wealthy.Wise. We're a personal financial forecasting platform, and we're bringing sexy back to finance. How we do that? Unlike Rocket Money, we forecast out our members' finances, whether it be a year, 5 years, or 10 years down the line, so that they can follow that financial trajectory to get to whatever milestone they want. Maybe it's paying off their student loans or just being financially free. Our go-to-market right now is a partner with universities. So far, we've partnered with 2, and we have over 500 members within our platform. Currently, we're only seeking a UI UX designer. Yep, and that's it. Thank you.
Next, we have Vanessa Gutierrez. She's the founder of HRPartners.ai. She actually bought her first investment property in 2021 thanks to following Elon Musk, and he tweeted about Starbase. So nothing says solid financial planning like following billionaires on Twitter. Is it profitable? Okay, yeah.
I told her, I just realized Elon's not so popular right now. But anyway, that happened. So my name is Vanessa Gutierrez. I'm the founder of HRPartner.ai. And after nearly 2 decades in HR, I see the same issue over and over. And that is that HR teams are buried under vast amounts of valuable data, but it's dispersed amongst, it's scattered amongst various systems. So HR Partner fixes that. What we're doing is building out an AI platform that connects to any company's unique HR tech stack and instantaneously brings together all their data. So all this time that is put in trying to get all this information, we're getting that information instantaneously. So HR just isn't like your back office function. What we're doing is really bringing together the information and valuable insights that teams need instantaneously. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, Second to last, Bruce Boville. He is the founder of Cold Cycle Coffee. He has a PhD in the history of Islam and taught Arabic at UT. I was wondering if any of his former students were here. Do you recognize this man? Yeah.
Thanks, folks. At Cold Cycle Coffee, we are a team of coffee fanatics and recent MBA grads from UT McCombs. And we are trying to solve and create the next generation of cold brew coffee. So the traditional way of making cold brew is basically you put a bunch of grounds in a bucket of water and you just leave it there on the counter for 24 hours at room temperature. It's gross, it takes forever, it's inconsistent, and it uses about twice as many beans as a normal cup of coffee. So what we have is a patented machine that uses half the beans of cold brew, does it in 30 minutes instead of 24 hours. Yeah. And it's consistent, it does it every single time. We actually provide pre-packed bags of grounds for people who want them so that it actually is a delicious bean every single time. We are looking for anyone who knows people in hospitality, coffee shops, and restaurants. We have 5 machines in the wild right now with $15,000 in revenue. And we are also raising $1 million to start manufacturing instead of building them in our CEO's kitchen. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, last up, our very own Eric Grafstrom. He is the founder of, or co-founder, sorry, of Exit Guide. His side hustle is serving as a fractional executive and startup coach, so he has supported over 20 different startups along the way.
Hey, folks. So I'm the founder of Exit Guide, exitguide.com. You have probably heard about this trend everybody seems to be jumping on, which is go buy a boring small business, right? So I've been at this for a couple of years. Let me give you a couple of quick stats on why we exist. 85% of small businesses in the US are owned by someone over the age of 55. However, 90% of them are worth less than $2 million. So the reality is that none of these people are actually going to work with a business broker, an M&A advisor, or a human being to actually get their business ready and try to sell it. So what are they going to do? Well, up until Exit Guide, they've been left to their own devices. Exit Guide provides a very simple, affordable online dashboard for an owner to go from no idea what they're doing to understanding what their business is worth, creating a package to present to potential buyers, having a data room already set up so they can engage in the due diligence process, and documents that they can access through their online dashboard to get the deal done. So 80% of the people who try to sell the business on their own actually fail. So instead of trying to kind of fill them with false hope that they're going to actually go out and find a buyer by advertising online, doesn't work, they come to us.
All right. Great job, everyone. Okay, so just remember, give them grace. This is very hard to do. It's only a minute to give out all of their information. I will have them stand over here for a little bit, so you guys have any questions, go approach them. Remember, we have to be out of here at 8:30. I'm looking at everybody, okay? 8:30. Help pick up trash, please. And then I also want to welcome to the stage John. He has a few announcements to end the show.
All right. 7:21, let's get this going. By the way, update on the number of people here, we're at 270. So this room holds, I think, 170, so shh. Something really exciting happened about 2 weeks ago. Sheree was actually awarded the Favorite Community Leader Award for the state of Texas. So, award. So proud of her, and it's a really cool little boot. It's prominently stored. It's shown in our house. If you ever come by, you can take a look at it. It's really big. I've got 2 other things I want to talk about. One, I want to get MJ up here. Where's MJ? Come on. So MJ is going to give us a little bit of time. She is one of the patrons of Paramount Theater, and she's going to talk to us about a program that's happening this summer.
I want to know if the boot was empty and did you drink tequila out of it?
No, it's not.
I mean, it's
about this small. It's like
I know, but you can shoot tequila out of it. I'm not going to talk about business. I agree that venture capitalists are bad for your health. I really like that. I'm going to talk about fun. We have many amazing treasures here in Austin, among them the Paramount Theater. The Paramount is one of Austin's oldest independent theaters. It's still around. So I would invite you all to look at their programming, but specifically now, we are 3 weeks into the 51st annual Summer Classic Film Series. There is truly something there for everyone. The Summer Classic Film Series runs through the end of August. So my first ask is that you all generally look at the Paramount one night this summer, come out. It is a fantastic evening. Specifically, for the ladies here, men, you're welcome. This is for the ladies. Next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. on the 24th, their Paramount is proud to present from 1988, Melanie Griffith. So for those of you that have seen it, you will understand when I say, particularly to the young ladies, if you think these bastards are hard to navigate, you need to go and see what she had to deal with. It's not a story about prostitution called Working Girl. That's Pretty Woman, so you get those two backwards. But Working Girl will change your life. It's a wonderful story. It's a love story. You know she's going to get the guy. She gets the guy. It's still amazing. We're going to go drink after. Any of you that know you want to go, that you're interested, I'm not going to be here long after, but if you find me or tag me offline, I'm a patron. They're good to me. I'll leave you free passes at the door. Over the summertime, for the rest of the year, any of you see me there and say hello, I will open the bar to you. Please come and support the Paramount. It is truly one of the best things in town. Thank you.
Okay, last thing before we're done here. So everybody has a badge on, and the name of the company is Event Magic. You guys heard me pitch the last month. Two major new features that are now in your hand right now. The first one is called Super Search. You can now search for anybody that has attended this event right now, and then slice and dice how they answered the same questions you just answered. Are they B2B? Where are they in their growth trajectory? You can find them and connect with them, because we've added another feature that makes it's called Smart Connect. So now when you see somebody you want to hook up with, you hit the, not that kind of hookup. Not that kind of hookup. You find somebody you want to, no, I can't even say partner with. You get it, there's no words you can say anymore. If you just want to continue the convo, you can connect with them, and then if you choose, you can share your phone number or email with that person. It's a really cool feature, and it makes it easy for you. Just a one button click, it'll add to your contacts on your phone. Anyway, that's it. Appreciate it. Clean up after yourself. Thanks again for coming. Robert Graham.